Ever since I got into self-improvement, this is a concept I've been thinking about quite a lot, but I've been thinking about it a lot recently. And it's the fact that as a man, especially a man who is very intentional in their life and they're on self-improvement, your life has stages, right? If you think about it, if you've ever sort of tried to plan your life out as someone on self-improvement, you realize that your life has stages. And the first example I can give you is building your body. Right, as someone who builds your body, you have bulking and cutting, and you can call that stages. But for me, I like to break it up into longer term stages. Right, what do you have? You have the first 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is. That's where you're getting from the body you are, which you don't like, and you're getting to your dream body, right, or an acceptable level that you can look at yourself and be like, I love my body, right? That would be stage 1. You do 2 or 3 bulks and cuts, and you get to a point where it's okay, my body's sick now. Right, then after stage 1, you get to a point where it's maybe you're going for PRs. You're trying to get as strong as possible. You're trying to become as capable as possible. So now you're just going to the gym to hit PRs. You're doing your compounds, your main ones, like your deadlifts, bench press, and whatever else. I'm not too versed on that. I just know the exercises you need to do to get into good shape. But you get what I mean. There's a second stage, which would be you're trying to become not like a power lifter, but you're trying to get as strong and as capable as you can. And then there'd be a third stage where you're just maintaining, right? You've maybe been lifting for 10 years, and maybe you're now 30, and you just have different priorities. And now you, instead of going to the gym 6 days a week and tracking your calories meticulously, now you're in a stage where I'm just maintaining, right? Just to keep fit, to keep this physique. You're going to the gym 3 times a week, and you're doing maybe lower body and upper body, or maybe you're doing 3 full body workouts, whatever it is. That's 3 stages. And that's just an example of building your body. Now, as a man, there's different facets to your life like that. So obviously you have your body, you have your work life, whatever it is, you have your dating, you have your social life, all of that. It sort of encompasses into one. And then now you have different stages where you're focused on certain things. So for me, for example, what I've been thinking about, what prompted me to make this video is right now I'm 20 and I'd say I'm basically at the start of my journey, if I can call it that. Right, if you watch First Man's videos, he's basically said that anything before 18 is pre-season, and I attest to that because I'm still young. We still have a lot of things to go through. So I'm in stage 1, which I call my building stage. Right, I'm building my body. Okay, I've just gone through the whole stages in terms of the body thing, and right now I'm in stage 1 of my body where I'm trying to get to a dream physique. Right, before I can start maintaining that, and I'm obviously trying to get my business off the ground, so I can start making good consistent money. And I'm trying to finish my studies, and I'm just working on my self-improvement, and those are the main things. I'm trying to make money, get into good shape, and do the main things. Then I'm going to hit a stage 2 where I think I'll be 23, 24 or 25, where I've got my dream body now. Now it's a different stage where I'm just maintaining my body, right? I'm just going to the gym okay, I'll be going to the gym 6 days a week, but it'll be 3 days a week of doing heavy lifts to just maintain my body, and then the other 3 days a week I'll be doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu and boxing. I'll just be learning how to fight. Right now, you see, that's a different stage. Now I'm learning how to fight because I've got my body. I can spend that time doing other things, building other skills. And in terms of my business, I've gotten to a point where hopefully I'm making good money that I want. But now I'm in stage 2 where I'm switching my income from being labor intensive, where I'm having to make videos every week, go to work every day or whatever it is, to I can just make it passively, right? So now that's a switch. I need to switch to sort of make that 4-hour work week kind of income. And for me, my aim is by 30, I want to have $10 million in investments, right? And invest it in a way where I'm making 10% a year. So now all of a sudden, from the moment I reach that, I'll be making $1 million a year just by doing nothing. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into that, and there's a lot of work that's going to need to go into that, but ideally, that's what I'm aiming for, right? You see now how that's a second stage in terms of my career. And with my social circle, again, hopefully I'll have the social circle that I want, and there's a bunch of other things, but those are the 2 main things, right? Body and career success. Those are the 2 main things that are easy to explain this concept. Then I'll hit stage 3, right? I've got my body, and I know how to fight and that sort of thing. And I've got my investment set up. Now what? Now I'm 30. I'm going to be a dad now, right? I'm going to get married and have kids and that sort of thing. What am I doing now? I'm buying a family home, right? I'm going to be doing DIY in there and all of that. Now it's different, right? I've set up everything now. I'm not like bulking and cutting and doing all that crap. I'm not building my business from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3. My time is free. I can do whatever I want because I've set up my investments in a way where I can do what I want. My time is not linked to my money. I could not work for the rest of my life and I'll still be making $1 million a year, right? But obviously I'm gonna be like trying to upgrade my career, my business, and just take it to the next level. There's gonna be different things that I'm gonna want to do at that time. I don't know what they are right now, but I'll worry about that when that time comes. But the focus is different now. I'm a father. I've got different things to look at. And another thing I was thinking was like, I mentioned it briefly now, it's like DIY. You know, there's like those dads who like build stuff around the house and that sort of thing. And I was just thinking like, I wouldn't mind like doing that when I'm like in my 30s. I've done like a lot of, built the body I want, I've built the business I want, you know, I've dressed the way I want, like I've done everything. I'm like, okay, now I'm at a stage where, you know, I'm a dad, I want to learn how to like build stuff. Maybe I want to learn how to build a tree house for my kids and that sort of thing. And it's a difficult skill to cultivate. It takes years. But now all of a sudden I'm doing that regularly. It's a new like, it's like a side quest, right? It's a new thing that I'm aiming for now. And now I'm doing that. And I think that's sick. Like, I'd call that like stage 3 of my life. Then stage 4 would come when my kids have like grown up and I'm doing like different things. See what I mean? There's stages to your life. Even with dressing, this is something I've realized like recently. I actually made a video, I think I uploaded it like 2 weeks ago, where it was like, you know, high value men aren't really like, when you first start working out, you're like working out to get the girls, but then you get to a certain point where you've got the girls and now, you know, you're no longer working out to get the girls. You're working out to stay in shape and to stay mentally there, so you can like work as hard as you can and have like the most capacity you can to achieve all your goals. And I also mentioned about how like the people who dress, like I was speaking about Iman, how I saw how his style changed. He used to like dress like a typical teenager, then he started making money, and then he took it to the next level. He started dressing like fancy, which is like the stage that I want to get to. For me right now, that's like my ultimate level. I just want to like be able to dress like kind of like semi-formal and just look sick. Like I want to dress really nicely. But I've noticed like there's a third stage where you just don't care, right? And I've kind of noticed this with like Jose Zuniga from Teaching Men's Fashion. If you look at his videos, he obviously teaches fashion and he's very much within the fashion niche. But you can see how his style evolves over the years. When he first started, like obviously it wasn't like that great, but at that time it was nice. He was dressing like the way you'd expect like an edgy teenager to be dressing in like 2015, 2016. He was dressing like that. Then it started like evolving and he started dressing like more formally and like starting to wear like fancier stuff. Now, I was actually mentioning it to my friend. He's obviously a father now. He dresses like a dad. Like that's not like a shot at him or anything like that. It still looks sick, but it's changed. Now instead of like wearing all the shirts and that sort of thing, you're seeing him wearing baggy stuff. You see him wearing like baggy shirts. He's wearing like hoodies, bomber jackets, and all of that. And you just see like how there's just stages to everything. And I think as a man, if you look at your life like that, it becomes quite cool because now you kind of want to jump to the next stage and the next stage. And there's like little side quests you're going at. And I think that's sick. It's another incentive. I don't know about you, but it's an incentive for me to like hit my goals. So that when I'm like 30 and I'm like looking to like start a family and do all that now, I'm not worried about, oh, I need to like work harder in my business, make more money so I can put my kids through school or whatever that is. It's like, bro, I've done that. I've did that in my 20s. I've set up everything. I'm in fantastic shape. I'm in fantastic financial shape. I can do what I want. I'm like, I could pay someone to build a treehouse for my kids, but I want to learn how to do that. Let me go on a little side quest and spend like the next couple of years just being a DIY dad. That's that sort of thing. I think that's sick. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. Hit subscribe below to join the Self-Improvement Brotherhood. And until next time, see you boys.